Welcome back to Ablaze Apostolic Ministries International, bringing light to a darkening world, impacting lives, impacting our communities. I am Sister Vania Browne. Today, let's continue the series on Let's Lift Our Worship. Today, I want to look at a woman in the Bible who lifted her worship unto God. She is found in the Old Testament in the book of Genesis chapter 29. A woman named Leah. Now Leah was one of two daughters of Laban, who was the brother of Rebekah, who was Isaac's wife. Leah was also the elder daughter of Laban. She became Jacob's wife as an act of trickery by her father. Now, Jacob's wife really was in love. Really was in love with Rachel, who was Leah's younger sister. She was beautiful and well favored, but Leah was tender-eyed according to the word of God. Jacob loved Rachel and bargained with Laban to work for 7 years until Laban gave her to him as his wife. But the custom in the country was not to give away the younger before the elder. So Jacob had to marry Leah before he got Rachel. He had completed 7 years of labor or work so that he can get his wife. At the end of this, he called for his wife, who was supposed to be Rachel, but was tricked by Jacob and gave him Leah. Now, in verse 23 of Genesis chapter 29, it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and gave her to him, and he went into her. And we know what went into her means. He had sexual intercourse with her. Verse 25 says, and it came to pass that in the morning it was Leah, and he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve thee for Rachel? Wherefore have thou beguiled me? Or in other words, deceived me. He did not love Leah. His love was for Rachel. Now let's turn our focus back to Leah. Verse 31 says, and when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. Leah conceived and bore her first child a son, and called his name Reuben. Verse 32 tells us, she acknowledged God with these words, surely the Lord hath looked upon my affliction. Therefore, my husband will love me. She thought that Jacob was going to love her, no, even with her tender eye, but that was not to be. Leah conceived again and bore a second son. She called his name Simeon, declaring this time, and this is found in verse 33, because the Lord hath heard that I was hated, he has therefore given me this son. Up until then, her main focus and